doing? I got laid off. That's much better. Well, for the last few days, I've been trying to get used to not getting ready for work in the morning. I was laid off 2 days ago. I was in the tech industry, so currently the tech industry is really dealing with some fear issues, overestimation of hiring. Their money and numbers ain't looking too good with this upcoming recession. Some people are saying it's gonna get worse. Some people are saying that it's not, but who really knows? Had to shift positions because doggo wanted to come to the back. What keeps me sane is that luckily this won't be the worst we've ever been in. If you look at history, there's been some really dark times, most famous, the Great Depression. And there've been other depressions since the 19th century that were probably just as bad or in some cases worse. In the past, it was different generations, different industries going through it. We're just going through it in this generation, or at least my millennials are going through it right now. And though most would think that I was one of the unlucky ones to be let go, it can also be a blessing in disguise. Hold on, there's a few more things I need to do before I go into some tips to help you if you've been laid off and what's been working for me. Oh, that was great. Every day, and we have lunch. Where was I again? Oh yes, saying this is a blessing in disguise. Before even going into blessing in disguise, I just want to support you all in what happens if you lose your job. If you're currently going through this, if you're not sure, unsure with the next year in 2023, what your job might look like, I hope that some of these tips can help you. First is the good, not so good news is that many people are going through this. There's many companies just letting go of people, mostly in the tech space. What I'd say and what I did immediately when I found out was start reaching out to my network. I really started to connect with folks I used to work with in this recent job that I got laid off in and my previous job. Not only that, but people started reaching out to me as I started to share my experience on LinkedIn. So find people, network with people who are also going through it, who may have opportunities, being around positive people who may be going through the same experience. Or if you're looking to say, forget that, I'm not going back into the corporate world and I want to start my own business, start my own brand, start my own YouTube channel, whatever it is, this is the perfect time to start. But one thing that I told myself immediately when it happened as my anxiety and things started to really pop up in my body is this line: I am safe. And that's us being lucky. If I lose my job, the government can support. There are things like unemployment funds. Most of these companies are offering severance packages, as well as my very own. For many years, I've been saving for an emergency fund that is specifically meant for moments like this. And I'm lucky to live in a country where that is possible. But I'm speaking to westernized audiences mostly. So here are some tips. The first thing is don't wallow in despair. Take a breath, and now the energy of survival will hit you. Kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Because if you don't know how to use it correctly and those anxiety, all that energy starts to build in your body, it can have health ramifications. And not only that, but put you in a series of depression. If you can talk to someone and you have great people by you, that's one step. If you can, a therapist is another step. Only if you can do that. But this is where you're gonna need people. If you know how to use this energy, the best thing is to use it for momentum, because the energy of anxiety is actually to help us with momentum, to help us take action. So it's a matter of shifting the thought and moving in that way. And the whole thing is to put your name out there, reach out to people, say, hey, if you know any open positions, please let me know. The next thing is be humble. I'm actually thinking on taking a part-time gig while I find a full-time gig, because I do need a job. YouTube is not paying me yet. So at the end of the day, we have to suck it up. You gotta do Uber Eats if you have to, DoorDash. There's so many other services, Uber, that you can do, Lyft. There's so many opportunities to make money. It's not probably as much as you were making before. It will stop that bleed of money. It will give you something. As long as you can pay your rent and have some food on the table, you're okay. Remember, you are safe. What matters here is getting momentum, paying your rent, getting food on the table, and just hustle. Another thing that I did, kept my routine. I was not like, I'm gonna sleep in, I'm gonna stay up late. No, I kept to waking up at 6 a.m., going to bed at 9:30, because I do not want to lose that momentum, especially when the next opportunity, I have to go back to an old schedule. I've been here before. From that time, I actually learned that I can't just be like, oh, I can sleep whenever I want, wake up whenever I want, because I got really depressed during that time. I just kept my routine. I wake up, I stretch, have my coffee, wash my face, do all those things. And at 9 o'clock, I'm still getting on a computer to look at LinkedIn, reach out to people, apply to some jobs, do what I have to do to make sure that momentum is working in my favor. And you saw, I hit the gym. I need those happy hormones. I still go out for a run. I still go do my Brazilian jiu-jitsu, because that helps with my mental health. It's good to have friends and family in your corner as well, where you can just call and just talk to them, especially when you're having a bad day. I've only been here for a few days. I've been very upbeat and positive and keeping my head on right, but I know the day is gonna come where it's just gonna hit me. That may happen tomorrow. It may happen next week. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I am expecting it. So in that case, I have a bunch of my friends. I have a men's group that I'm a part of. All my brothers, they ask like, hey, I might just need your support, and jump on the phone. If I gotta cry, I gotta cry. If I gotta showcase some anger and talk about things, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta let it out of my body. Whoever you trust and people that you can go to. And if you do not have those people, it's time to start finding those people now. Where's the best place? If you have a hobby that you like to play basketball, go to the courts, find some bros, do that now. You have time. You have time on your side now. Go do those things. Join a gym, meet some people, go spot somebody, help them out. There's so many opportunities there. Better late than never to really start building your brand, because guess what? This might happen again. Whether I continue working in corporate America or when I have my own business, what if my business fails? The best thing I can do is build a strong network that I can connect you, never burn any bridges. When those times come, I have something to lean into. I have skills I have shown to people that they know, like I know Ruben can do these things, and I can support him in finding those things if that time ever comes. Now I'm aware that this time was coming. Luckily my job allows me to network a lot. I was able to use that network, but wherever you are, please take advantage, network with people across industries in your field or outside of the field or your dream field, whatever you have to do, seek those folks out. And finally, celebrate the small wins. If you get a phone screen with a recruiter, win. If you get the offer, win. If you get a rejection notice, but they provide you with feedback, that's a win. Whatever you have to do, celebrate those small little wins, because it's gonna take time for that big win to come. It may happen faster, it may happen slower for others. It's not a game that you can really calculate on how long it takes to find a job. From my experience, when I came back from China and I had to find a job, it took me roughly 2.5 to 3 months. And that was with me going at the paint every single day, just on LinkedIn, messaging people. I didn't have the network I have now, so hopefully it can happen a bit faster. But for now, my focus is to really apply to jobs, seek out other folks who are maybe hiring, people that I know, reaching out to people to connect with other people in their networks to see if there's opportunities available there. And then my focus is this, creating videos for y'all. I hope that these pieces help you. And finally, blessing in disguise. When one door closes, another opens. You've probably seen that all over the internet before, but this is more true than ever. And this is a moment that really showcases that, to see like, hey, is a better opportunity gonna come my way? The blessing in disguise is your next opportunity is gonna be the best you've ever had, or something else may come out of left field that may surprise you. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of this moment where you have time. This time is on your side. Educate yourself. Utilize this time to get in the best shape of your life. Become mentally fit for your future. Use this time to learn all the skills you need to learn. Go pursue that hobby or that business that you were trying to do. Whatever it is, this is that time. And at the end of the day, most importantly, this is that time where vulnerability is your greatest asset. Seeking support is your greatest asset. Do not be afraid to do those things. We all need help every now and again. We're just human. We can't do it alone. Please comment in the section below. I'm pretty sure that I'll be available answering every single comment on this video. And I'm pretty sure people out there with great hearts will also do the same. So thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.